Hey family, hey beloveds, hey loves. Just inviting love to play and wanted to share about my day and everything that got to be received in it, through it. Yeah, for all this love that there is and all this love that gets to come in and all this love that gets to be received, shared, and given freely. And yeah, happy full moon in Aries to you and to yours and to all of you, soul family. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being all you are, like just as you are right here. And so that is like some of the prosperity that I'm seeing in so many ways just by being, like this beingness that we are. And that's so rich and so great and so amazing, really. And yeah, just letting go of so many things, limitations and old beliefs and old constructs and identities, and enjoying what's here right before me. And so that's like hummingbird medicine that's been really working with me for so long. Thank you. Thank you, little sister, little joyful sister. And the joy that you are and that you feel and that you inspire and you remind us of, like, with that, like, momentum and just inexhaustible energy, like that life force energy of the sweetness that is life, and making love to all the flowers and all the life, and enjoying just being everything, like, and enjoying all the beauty that there is, like that we are. Yeah, for all that beauty that we are. And that's in front of us, and that's before us right now, and that's here within us and for us. So through us, through everything. And that's why we are our own resource. And that's why it's like so incredible to see like so many things like of what's possible through our own prosperity. And I've received so much about that, like about all these things that we are, and really appreciating the plants and the elements and all of the cycles of creation and seeing how they all like to dance. So good. So good stuff, really. And, like, it didn't feel like this magical and this graceful, last night or this morning or even, yeah, all the things. Like, but like just coming into like the stream of accepting and allowing and receiving all of the things, everything that wants to bless me and wants to come in for me and help me to let go of some things that have been blocking me from receiving this joy that is like who I really am and who we really are, like operating in this frequency, in this energy of like infinite possibilities and creating what we love and desire. And so just because of the things that I've chosen for myself today and the last few years and all those things, and uh, uh, being in that receptive state and being willing to receive, being willing to open, being willing to see, being willing to be this love for me and we, being willing, to show up imperfectly and be imperfect and share this perfect love that we do be, that we are, that we've always been, that we will be, that we shall be, that we've always been. And it's really humbling and amazing, really, like just to see the resilience of the human spirit and all we've been through and our amazing abilities, like to respond, to love, to empathize, to care. To care for each other, to care for ourselves. And I'm just amazed, like so awed and so in wonder of like the ability of our spirit to soar through all of these things and all the things we've come through and been through. So I just want to acknowledge that and appreciate that and celebrate that and take a moment to honor that and just to be in joy and in awe of that. Like our beauty, all of our beauty, all of our it's indescribable, undescribable. This infinite beauty that we really are, and enjoying that and seeing that and feeling that and knowing that and like realizing being a part of all of that we're not separate from that, like all this love and beauty and joy that we are. And so thank you, little sister and hummingbird, for reminding me of that, like that it's so small but it's infinite in its energy and its expression, and how it creates so much beauty by just enjoying the beauty of what she is, and taking that to heart, because I'm letting a lot of things go that got in the way of that, of receiving that and remembering that. Like I am. And I know the eternal self. I know the self that never changes. I am my own guru. And I know that joy, and I feel that joy in my own body and my own soul. You know, that ecstasy of divine and that love that loves itself so much. And that love that wants to love itself and wants to give to itself and wants to express itself for itself. You know? And that's what we all carry, and that's what we all hold, and that's what we all like get to hold for each other and ourselves. And just by being ourselves and being that light and that love for ourselves, and it's been covered up by a lot of layers and a lot of programming and a lot of pain and trauma, but it's still there, and it's so true, and it's all we are. And so like clearing some of the distortions and like some of the old beliefs and some of the attachments to the old identities, and it's been painful and it's been grindy and it's been hell, you know, like living through what hasn't felt so well, what has felt really far from well, from our true selves. And so just getting back into like that well, and remembering like what my focus is, and what my value is, what my loyalty is to, and that's to love. And just appreciating these cycles of growth and like the exponential things and the things that help catapult us and catalyze our growth and really help us come home to ourselves. And sometimes that's like the tower collapsing, and sometimes, you know, it's something a little bit lighter and easier and a little more graceful. But any way that it comes to us, in so many ways, like we get to receive it for our highest good and our greatest growth and our best selves, our whole selves, our full selves. So reclaiming the full and knowing it's okay not to know, and it's okay to let go. Yeah, and just be here in the flow. So letting go of everything we've ever known, and that is sometimes. Not very, very, it doesn't feel very awesome sometimes. It's very uncomfortable. And so, yeah, lots of changes, lots of transformation energy, like lots of letting go, lots of things being shed, worn out clothes and puts on new ones. Which reminds me of this board that I got to do. And I feel like it was a year ago, and I'm going to have to look back into that. But in the center of it was a picture of Vesta, or Hestia, who is the goddess of the hearth and the goddess of the flame. And she is the one that lights the inner flame. And she is the one that makes the house a home by bringing life to it and bringing love to it and bringing all that vitality and that beauty to it and that nurturing quality, that takes care of all the beauty, all that she is, all that she loves, all that she desires to nurture and feed and seed and grow within herself and for all others as well, because we all share like so much together. It's amazing, like, to be a part of ourselves. So seeing like that on so many levels and appreciating that little nugget came to me in an email, just reminding me about Hestia's flame, or Vesta's flame, the Vestal virgins and all of that, and all that carries and holds for the collective, like in our sacred history and in our psyche. And that was on the Young platform. They were doing like another course or something, and so I was led to read something about it, and was just like reminded of that. And of course, like she's been like a huge figure for me, because the home and family and love and that archetypal figure for me, like, she just holds so much. And so I'll share a little bit in the description box about that. And in my artboard that I did, oh gosh, yeah, it was a little while ago, but I had no idea like why I had saved like this little clipping that I had found on the floor of worn out clothes and puts on new ones, and it was upside down, and I put it like right by her chest. And I just knew like it was like kind of about that shedding old identities, and because of the expansion that we're going through, where we've outgrown some of those old beliefs and structures of control, and remembering kind of like more of who we are and what we really, really are capable of, and what we can choose and what we can do if we put our, minds, hearts, and love into, and intentions into, and withdraw like the attention that's been siphoned from us from artificial systems and things that don't align with us, don't align with our truth anymore. Like, we can just like, okay, I don't need to give that energy anymore. I can actually like give this other thing energy and love that I'm drawn to, like that I know that I really need for my well-being and my own soul. And like what I really want and desire for my own being, and this eternal soul, like that I am and that I know I am. Like, I know this is right for me, like choosing our own responsibility and our own paths, our own desires, our own honoring our own feelings of what we know is right for us. And so letting go of like that structure of false control and coming back home to ourselves, to this inner fire and this inner home. And yeah, making this house a home that we've been taught like is something where we don't want to be. We don't want to be investing in or supporting, or like it's got to be outside of ourselves in some way for us to be legitimate or worthy. And yeah, a lot of things have taken us away from ourselves and from our true north, from our hearts, from what we really know, and all of that. And we can forgive ourselves and forgive others who, you know, played into our own self-deception, like to help us see where we were going against ourselves, or where we weren't honoring ourselves, or where we were giving our power away. And it's okay. No need to guilt and shame ourselves, and let's just face our fears and correct and redirect our energy, like course correct, and forgive and live in honor. And so, yeah, those are some of the things that I super appreciate and really kind of want to, just look more into and explore. And just wanted to share a little bit about like my day and the energies at play in my world and the things that I'm picking up on and seeing, and kind of offering it, and yeah, putting it out there for anyone who wants to receive. So, I couldn't sleep last night. I had the hardest time like falling asleep. I kept like kind of closing my eyes, long blinks, and then I'd wake up again and look at the clock and see like, okay. And yeah, I got a couple hours of sleep and then woke up really super early this morning and was feeling really loopy, but I had some RLS going on, which doesn't happen often. And it's like, okay, I'll just get up and I'll have a cup of tea, and I'll maybe do like a couple things in the kitchen, and maybe come back for a nap, and like, you know, like what does this day have for me, and thank you, and I'll just enjoy whatever it is, whatever I can show up for and be here to receive, and all those things. And I was excited because it's the Aries full moon tonight, and yeah, just really have like so many beautiful things to harvest and to celebrate and to enjoy like right now in my life, like where it is like the life that I want to wake up to, and it feels really good, and it feels well, and it contributes to my well-being and to all that I hold in this well of myself. And so yeah, just enjoying my interactions with everyone that I get to connect with and to. And so it started out with a 7 o'clock morning conversation with my auntie, and that was really, really sweet and super nurturing and amazing for us both to just share some things about what we're experiencing and seeing and going through and growing through. And yeah, just having a great support team. It's just amazing and lovely. I just love it and so grateful. And so that was a good way, like, to start out my day. At first, she was like, "Hey, do you want to talk over the phone?" But I was feeling so like, kind of out of it. Like, I don't know if I can or like speak coherently in a conversation right now, because it was feeling so strange, like after only like probably 3 hours of sleep, and like just kind of feeling really loopy. and out of it, but I was just like, oh, I always love talking with you. Yes, let's do it. And so that we had some good exchanges, and yeah, I love the reciprocal sharing that we both have, that we kind of both need, like, to um, help each other, like, connect certain dots, or just like remind each other of what's really true. And yeah, just the way that of this cosmic play that plays off of each other, like it's just so fun and beautiful. And so just super appreciate my relationships and my loved ones and my friends that I get to share so much love with, because that's like what we're what we're here and what we're all about. What we're here to do is be this love. What what other purpose could there be for this? Like, really, you know. And so yeah, a rich life of prosperity. So yeah, that's like, prosperity means so many different things to everyone. And the goddess Lakshmi, she holds the torch of prosperity for every being. Like, prosperity in every single form for every single being, and every being that's informed. So it's a lot of love and prosperity that keeps giving to itself and keeps receiving unto itself. And it's a really, like, beautiful relationship of this love and embodiment of being. And I've worked with Lakshmi and this beautiful, beautiful chant for feminine abundance for many, many years, and it is one of my favorite chants too. And the embodiment, or yeah, the physical embodiment of Lakshmi is kind of symbolized by the holy basil plant, which I love. Like, it's one of my favorite plants, and like, just the smell and the feeling that I get when I drink my tea that's made with holy basil, and just receiving the blessings and the offerings of this beautiful plant that just gives so much, uh, helps our bodies with balance and just stress relieving and contributing to, like, that well-being and reducing, like, inflammation and all of those things. Yeah, it's just amazing, like the smell and the taste and the essence of this plant, and just this love that's expressed, like, through this creation that we're in, and that all this magic is alive and here for us to share all of these beautiful blessings if we were just, open our eyes and see like all the gifts that are really here for us, and we're chasing some carrot, some false carrot on a stick somewhere when, like, the beauty is right before us and right here. And so it's just kind of funny to see that, like, coming back down to earth, and seeing, like, what really holds the worth, the spiritual, true, loving worth, and what is the resource. Like, we are the resource. We are connected to source, and we have all this love within us that's connected to source, and this creativity and this love within us that wants to keep giving back and creating all this joy for itself. And yeah, we've been smothered by different layers of programming and different things that have kind of contributed to us forgetting ourselves and forgetting, what life is really for. We thought it was, or we believed it was, for getting, but it's really for giving and for receiving and for being. And so when we remember, like, who we are, like, there's nothing that we can't do. There's nothing that we can't create. There's nothing that can stop us, like really individually and especially collectively together when we put our mind to something, and we set those intentions of love, like for the whole, for the benefit, and it's in a structured coherence. It's amazing, even when it's just like especially when it's just from that space of, oh, this feels good to me, I want to choose this for me, and we don't even know actually like the gift that we are giving to ourselves and to the collective. And that's what's really cool about it, is it can be seen as so insignificant and so small and so humble, but it just makes an impact on so many people's lives, and it ripples out in certain ways that we could never ever truly prepare for or expect or see, like in certain ways that we've been trained, to look at ourselves and our abilities, and the ways that we can like just be that love and be that miracle, in our lives, in other people's lives, in our relationships, just by being ourselves and being the love that we are, and holding space and not actually doing anything or being anything for anyone else, but just by holding the space and being ourselves, like as we are, and allowing them to be as they are. And that is where the magic and the love like really can expand and create miracles and happen. And so, yeah, super amazing to see that, to witness that, and to free that, and to be that, and witness, witness all of this, all of this magic and this love and this beauty and this glory, that is unfolding and being created through and recreated and regenerated through all this love. So true prosperity, honoring our resources and our value and our worth, and what we have to give as we are, like for all this love that we are. If we're here, we're part of the collective, and we're needed here for what we hold, for all that we are, for our whole selves and everybody else. And so, just instead of trying or so hard to fix what's wrong out there, or like manipulate like certain things to change the distortion, like just clear them away. No, in these unconventional ways, and just by letting go, so back in the flow. And so, what do we know, and can we let go? Can we let go of what we think we know? So today, got to harvest some tinctures, some things that I'm excited about, and just relax and let go of what I think I needed to do and where I needed to go, and just kind of let it unfold. But it did feel like a fight with myself in a lot of ways, tricking myself in a lot of ways. So I'm seeing kind of like where I would get in my own way with a lot of things build up in my mind. And so I had some good conversations with some other friends today. Like one of my other friends called me today, and I enjoyed a conversation with her for a little while in the afternoon. And that was so fun to hear like some of the things that she's had going on and in her life, all the beauty, all the awesomeness, and all the fun things, and just sharing like all the love and all the fun and joy. And then another friend called me tonight, and I got to talk with her for a little while, and it was just like, yeah, just such a good social time, like over the phone, really, and just exchanging all this love and mutual admiration society, definitely kind of vibes, and yeah, just supporting each other and supporting life, and celebrating our growth and acknowledging like this new vision that we have, like for ourselves and for each other and for life. And that feels really good. And so just wanted to share like some of, yeah, all of that good stuff that's happening. And totally want to focus on and celebrate, because it's like, yeah, it's time to live your life now. It's time to live your life. It's time to live in joy, because all of this is here for you right now. You know, there's nothing you need to do to be worthy of it or to earn it. Like, it's already here for you if you can, you know, open to receive it and know that that this is you. Like, all that you love is already, like, it's a part of you. And so it's just working with your own energy and your own beauty and your own joy. And so, like, yeah. And that's just going to create more of it, like, when we tap into that. And so I'll just share a little bit from my journal today, October 9th, 2022, Sunday, full moon in Aries. So fun experiments with no pressure, pleasure, play, and practice. Smile, laugh, and joy. Focus on the light, love, magic. Story time, storytelling, story magic, and story melons. Anchor knowing, or anchor in the knowing, in the self-knowing, the self that knows itself. Love knows, the heart knows, the body knows, the soul knows, the spirit knows, the one mind knows. God's self-realization and the full I am, perfectly imperfect just as I am. Releasing myself from old chains, limiting thoughts, beliefs, stories, perceptions, and identities. Old attachments, yeah, and chains and cages, like self-imposed limitations. And so one other thing that I was so grateful that I got to choose for myself today, I listened to a podcast with Lee Harris, and he offered that as a workshop, like a little workshop about how to connect with your guides and how to work with your guides and talk with your higher self or your soul and all of those things. And I got to listen to that today and receive so many beautiful things. And I'm so glad that I chose that for myself, because I've been wanting to, like, even though like I do a lot of writing and a lot of creative things and a lot of fun practices and stuff, like I have doubted my abilities at certain times, and I know that I'm constantly like connected and tuned into stuff and streamed in, but like in certain ways there has been some residual beliefs and blocks around, like, that I can tap into that, and I can be like, I can have access to that whenever I want to, instead of being cut off and separate, like that perception of being separate. And so one of the questions, or like a great question that he started with, to help people start to get in touch with their true self and their true inner knowing and all of those things, was, what does my soul want to tell me today? And that's like such a beautiful question that anyone can like tap into and ask and receive, like, and access that inner wisdom. And so it's a beautiful little exercise, and the first little things that came through for me, it just started the waterfall tear factory, just because like I don't talk to myself as lovingly as I do talk with other people that I love. And when I feel that, like, from others or for my own self. Like, yeah, just because I've withheld so much love from myself because I didn't feel like I deserved it. And then when I do receive that, like all the love that I really do have to share and I hold within me, and I can offer that to myself, and it really opens something in me. And it reminds me of, yeah, all the truth of the love and the ecstasy and that joy and that that spirit that is never changing and that is always, 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 always love for everything that it is. And so it was just such a good reminder for me to receive that today. And a beautiful blessing that I really did need, like, to remember that I am that, and I am that, and I'm not separate from that. And so it was a beautiful gift. And so, yeah, all the things, yeah, even though I felt like super tired and that I should be doing something else, or I should be somewhere where I'm not, like right now. And that's a false belief. And I was like it was helping me this morning to express that to my auntie. Like, I always feel like, because I have such high ideals, that I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere other than I am. But why can't I just allow myself to be like where I am, and to be the love that I am for myself and everyone else, like as I am. And so, like, yeah, just those little things, like, why am I not allowed to do that? Like, why am I not allowed to be where I am or as I am right here? Because I have, like, these unrealistic expectations for myself, like, to be something else or to be something I'm not, like, right now. And so that's, like, been, like, a huge cock block for me. And I saw an amazing little meme today that had the best little thing. This, like, short little message, sweet little message that I actually, like, it was the best thing in the world for me to receive. And been playing with that today. And that's going to be one of my main October messages and themes for me to just remember and remind myself with, is to truly have, or the secret to having a truly fabulous life is to be, or is to live imperfectly with great delight. Yes, the secret of living a fabulous life is to live imperfectly in great delight. It's like, wow, well, okay, yeah, I like that. Let's choose that. And so I was like, yes, definitely. And then I could see, like, where I was blocking myself from that in certain ways. And then I was like, why not? Like, why not just allow yourself that? Just, it's not really about what we're choosing. It's our understanding, or it's our underlying belief, our judgment, and the energy field or the distortion that we hold around that, or our intention and attention that we hold for that choice. And so it's like, yeah, just letting go of a lot of guilt and shame about certain things and programs that we've been taught to believe, like, to just kind of so we can get out of our own way. And yeah, detach emptiness and, like, just pure presence, hold the space for beingness and being the witness, being the compassionate witness, being willing to be free and be willing to participate unrestricted from old structures and attachments, you know, the old false identities, and yeah, everything that comes with that, because that is the root of suffering. And so, well, why not just delight in my life and all the love that is in it and within me right now? Like, right here as I am. Why wait for an idealized and artificial perspective or time or reality? Like, you know. So why not let myself relax and enjoy all that is before me right now? Why does it have to have any attachments to anything else? Like for me to enjoy it and receive it and be with it right now. And so I'm not perfect, and that's perfectly okay. Fucking A. No perfection is required to be all of me, to be all the love that I am being me. And so willingness and reception. Like there's no perfection required. There's no expectation. So only willingness and reception, like just to be where I am right here. And so thank you for allowing me to live in the light. Thank you for allowing yourself to be whole and perfect and free to be, love all ways, through all your ways of being. Forgive yourself, know yourself, love yourself, choose yourself, free yourself, love yourself, praise yourself, bless yourself. Be one with yourself. Be here with yourself. Be love for yourself. Here for yourself. That's what we are. I enjoyed writing today and just kind of letting a lot of stuff go, and it just unfolded for me in the most magical ways, in the most beautiful ways. Heard from friends and loved ones and family, and feeling super loved and held and supported, and oh my gosh, really appreciated and valued and validated and in every way, in so many ways. And I see like all of these gifts that have been given and received, and how they just keep giving, forgiving. And so it's amazing, really. Working on like just letting go instead of this false control, and seeing where things are changing and where they're being upgraded, and where certain other things are falling away, and I'm enjoying the sense of humor right now as well. Like there's just like silly things coming up, and it is too funny in a lot of ways. And then there is a lot of clarity coming through too, even though like there's been uncomfortable things as well, but they're short-lived and easy to break through. And so hope you're well, and I hope you're enjoying this part of your journey, and coming home to yourself and lighting that fire within, finding that fire and that hearth within your own true well, your own true self, and all this love that you are and that we are for each other and for ourselves. Okay, be well. I'll talk to you soon. Well, bye for now.